Hey, welcome to AFRICANA 101, where we give you a rundown of all things African. I am Mr. Africana, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 black celebrities you probably didn't know were Nigerians. And today I'm not talking about the common names everyone knows about. No, today I'm not talking about Tiny Temper. I'm not talking about Wale. I'm not talking about Chinwetele Ejiofor. I'm not talking about Adewale Abaje. I'm not talking about John Boyega. I'm not talking about Rotimi Akinsho, and I'm definitely not talking about Jidenna. I mean, come on, like anyone needs any reminder he's Nigerian. Nah, guys, today I'm bringing you a fresh list. A dope list of celebs who in recent years have actually traced their origins down to the great country of Nigeria. So, without wasting any more time, guys, let's get down to business. Number 5 on our list is Yvonne Orji, popularly known for playing the role of Molly in HBO's TV series Insecure, a show based on the life and challenges African American women face in the American society.
One day.
Oh, is that the Arab guy?
Yes, he said, hey. I love it.
The 36-year-old actress and comedian was actually born in Port Harcourt, the capital city of Rivers State in Nigeria, to full-blooded Nigerian parents. Later on, she moved to the US where she completed her education and bagged a master's degree in public health at George Washington University. Then eventually she moved to New York to pursue a career in comedy.
Okay, this is nice.
Little known fact though, Yvonne, in her own words, was actually the disappointment of her family back in her early years, seen as the quote-unquote black sheep of the family for refusing to follow the career path her parents had laid out for her.
But what you may not know is that I was not supposed to be an actress. No, I was supposed to be a doctor. True story. If you know anything about Nigerians, like my good friend Gina Yashre says, you're either a doctor, a lawyer, or a disappointment. And in my case, I was the disappointment. So what I want to talk to you...
Well, I'm sure you'd agree with me there's no better way to prove people wrong than to succeed. And that's exactly what she did. Over the years since 2018, Yvonne has made impressive headways in the industry, most likely as a result of the recognition she's gotten from the Insecure TV series. That's not all. Yvonne is also getting set to make huge waves in her comedy career as she's going to be headlining her very first hour-long comedy special for HBO this summer. And for this to happen, she actually visited Nigeria early this year with her crew in preparation for the video. Yvonne is a name that is definitely coming to stay, and we look forward to getting more fun-packed entertainment from her in times ahead. Now there's this African proverb which says, birds of the same feather flock together. The Black American translation for this would probably be real recognize real. Well, that is the very case in this picture, as we can see the number 5 on our list getting familiar with the number 4 on our list. Yes, I'm talking about undoubtedly one of the most influential preachers in the world, Pastor T.D. Jakes.
I don't care what you think, whatever it takes for me to get my blessing. If I have to holler, I'll holler.
Thomas Dexter Jakes is the bishop of the Potter's House, a non-denominational American megachurch. Through the help of different platforms like the digital media, film, television programs like the T.D. Jakes Show, Jakes has been able to reach millions of people from all over the world, from all socioeconomic backgrounds, races, nationalities, and creeds, to fervently promote the Christian faith. September 2016, he launched the T.D. Jakes Show, a practical daytime show where he helps his guests lead empowering lives through candid conversations. As a visionary leader, Jake encourages believers to think differently and progressively in order to create more meaningful life experiences. So you would imagine how proud Nigerians of Christian faith would be to find out he's actually Nigerian. Yes, Bishop Jakes in a talk show interview with Stephen Furtick revealed that he's actually from the Igbo tribe in Nigeria.
Father is rigged. Let me tell you, this chair is about to break. My father's sitting here and my mother is sitting here and they're fighting for the mic from moment to moment. My grandmother talks to you every now and then. All of my ancestors are sitting on this table all the way back to Nigeria. All of them. My ancestors were Igbos from Nigeria. And Igbos are called black Jews, that they're industrious, that they go after things, that they're hard-working people. So all the way back in my DNA, we were self-sufficient.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the man of God is Igbo, and he's definitely proud of it. And I'm sure Nigerians will be thrilled to have him set up one of his churches here in Nigeria. I bet the attendance will be very massive. Also, I bet it will be so massive that it would, in quotes, spoil market for some of Nigeria's most controversial preachers, especially one recently trending preacher whose name I shall not mention in this video.
I'm still the machine, and I'm still the fight, and I'm still the liquid metal. I'm still in the basket, by hosting. Who by you? Who be you? Who are you? You color. Who you? Where do you come from? Who do you send you? Where do you? What brings you?
Moving on to the number 3 on our list, we have the award-winning actor, director, and producer Forest Whitaker. Surely this man needs no introduction, as I'm certain his face is not a stranger to your TVs. Whitaker has a long history of working with well-regarded film directors and actors in Hollywood, making him a household name in the Black American community. So you can imagine the pride of Nigerians to have welcomed this brother back to his Igbo roots. Yes, he is Igbo, from the Nkwere tribe of Rivers State in Nigeria. So much so that upon one of his visits, he was honored with a chieftaincy title of Nwanne Dinamba of Nkwere, which translates to our Nkwere brother in a foreign land, aka brother from another mother. Not much else needs to be said about this great icon. You can catch him working his magic in his recent TV series, Godfather of Harlem, where he is the executive producer and also the main actor. He plays the role of Bumpy Johnson, the 1960s infamous crime boss, who returns from 10 years in prison to find the neighborhood he once ruled in shambles. Now under the rule of his Italian crime boss rival, Bumpy must now make some moves and break some heads in order to regain his empire.
You're gonna have a serious problem on your hands.
Or is that a threat?
Hallelujah, I'm maneuver, I'm the driver and the shooter.
I can't control the streets without drugs.
Where will it end?
If you go after Shin, anything can happen.
I got my family to think about.
Yeah,
I want to get better. I can't watch you do this to yourself.
you can lose your soul.
We have got a lot to lose.
What do we want?
You're a black supremacist, and I'm a white supremacist. We have more in common than you think.
Black man's angry, white man's scared.
You and me are gonna be at war till one of us is dead.
The series also depicts Bumpy's affiliation with big names in the 60s, such as the late human rights activist Malcolm X, as well as the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali. With an average rating of 91% on the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter, Godfather of Harlem is definitely a show I promise you wouldn't regret watching.
I want to know what Malcolm is saying.
Now guys, just to make this video a lot more interesting, we're going to be playing 3 games. For the first game, guess who among these 3 A-list celebs is taking the number 2 spot on our list? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Are you ready? Go! If you guessed Big Sean, then you guessed right. Sean Michael Anderson, popularly known as Big Sean, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter who got his big break when he got signed with Kanye West's Good Music back in 2007. In 2005, West was doing a radio interview at 102.7 FM. Hearing about this, Sean decided to head over to the station to meet West and perform a freestyle. Initially, West was reluctant to hear him. However, due to a change of heart, West gave him 16 bars to prove himself. Obviously, Sean did a good job, as he was later on signed to Good Music and eventually Def Jam Records in 2008 and Rock Nation in 2014. Over the years, Sean has risen to be one of the most influential rappers in the music industry and has bagged several awards to follow, including 5 Grammy nominations. While originally from Detroit, US, Big Sean is one of the recent celebrities who have traced their roots down to Nigeria. He mentioned this in a quick interview with Vibe, where he spoke to the interviewer about being half Nigerian and the fond memories of his childhood.
My auntie took me and my brother to the mall to see Santa Claus.
Oh, nice.
And Santa Claus was black.
I was about to say,
and I was
black?
like, that is not Santa Claus. And my grandma was like, why that's not Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Because he black. He was like super black. Like, you know what I mean? Like Nigerian, you know what I mean? I'm Nigerian myself, so I ain't tripping. Part Nigerian.
Yeah.
I just remember it's the memories like that I got stories all day.
Sean is also set to drop his 5th album titled Detroit this year 2020. Well, not like he needs my help promoting the album. Come on, it's Big Sean. Just make sure to catch it when it drops.
Real mentality.
Get into the paper like it's human nature. I'm just sending all my graces up to my creator.
Guys, we finally made it to the #1 spot on our list. And for this, we're going to be playing the second game. Hope you're ready for it. Okay. Do you remember this pick from the first game, where I asked you to guess who among the 3 had Nigerian roots? Well, what would you say if I told you the #1 on our countdown is still someone from this pick? Well, it's true. And that's going to be our second game. Are you ready? Let's go. With Big Sean now out of the way, guess which of these 2 A-list celebs takes the #1 spot on this video. Again, you have 5 seconds. Go. Time's up, time's up. So, if you had guessed the king of Wakanda himself, then you were very wrong. So wrong, like so wrong. And the #1 spot on our list goes not to the king of Wakanda, but to the 5-time Grammy Award-winning rapper and songwriter Lil Wayne. Yes, the 37-year-old rapper is the most recent celeb to disclose his Nigerian roots. Dwayne Carter, popularly known as Lil Wayne, started his music career way back in 1996 at the age of 13, when he was discovered by Birdman and was signed under Cash Money Records as the youngest member of the label. For many years, Wayne was the flagship artist of Cash Money Records, before ending his long tenure deal with the company in June 2018. Now guys, I would also like to mention that this countdown was not made based on the popularity ranking of the celebrities on this list, but rather on how recently they disclosed their Nigerian heritage. And that's what makes Lil Wayne the #1 on our list, being the most recent celeb to have disclosed his Nigerian roots, which he did in an interview on Revolt TV's Drink Camp.
Shout out Nigeria. I did my 23andMe. It's kind of like Ancestry.com. My shit came back like 53% Nigerian.
Oh shit.
Yeah, me and my mom need to have a talk.
Holy shit, Nigerian. That's
Have you been to Nigeria yet?
No, but I got it. It's already It's already done. I gotta be there. I gotta go see. You know, that's what you check and do.
Now, although Wayne's relevance in the industry had declined quite a bit earlier in the decade, we've seen him make a great comeback and trending all over the world in recent times, and has recently released his long awaited album titled Funeral early this year. Now guys, remember we still have one game left to play. Remember we had 3 games to play in the video, and with 2 out of the way, we have 1 more to play before rounding up for the day. Are you guys ready? It's a very simple game. It's quite easy, so easy. The rule of the game is simply to like this video. Come on, like the video. You know you enjoyed it. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Cause no jokes, we're going to be bringing you mad entertaining content to always keep you glued to your screen. And also, if you have any suggestion on what you would like me to work on next, or any improvement you'd like to make to this video or this list, kindly drop a comment in the comment section and I'll surely be sure to check it out. Oh yeah, now, thanks for watching guys. It go be.